Welcome. This is an employee training, class 516, team 1, Professor Connie Melton. In this scenario, our team are administrators at a hospital that has seen an increase in the number of patients coming in for treatment that requires specific healthcare accommodations. As a result, hospital staff have repeatedly asked for more training to know how to more effectively interact with these patients. Our team has focused on the Amish culture, which is a significant part of our patient demographic. We will go over an overview of the Amish culture, cite previous cases of interactions between the healthcare industry and the Amish culture, review best practices while identifying organizations that can assist with the Amish culture. The Amish are members of a religious group in the United States who live a simple traditional way that involves farming with no modern technology. The Amish are American Protestant groups with around 200,000 members descended from European anti-Baptists who came to the United States more than 2 centuries ago to escape persecution. Their ancient traditions are not what is now called a lifestyle choice. Amish believe that their religious faith and the way they live are inseparable and interdependent. Each Amish district is fully independent and lives by its own set of unwritten rules, or called the Ordung. The Ordung is a set of traditions where the Amish have no central church government. Each assembly is autonomous and is its governing authority. The Amish community is their government. Baptized members are morally committed to church rules, where any wrongdoing members may be ignored until their repentance is restored to full fellowship. The Amish customs. The Amish live like this not because they dislike or fear other human beings, but because they believe that salvation comes from the redeeming power of living a loving life in a pure community of believers who live in separation from the world. There are some policies that identify this population. Two specific ones are education and Amish exemptions. Amish education is based on the mission of Amish culture is to teach the skills that are needed to lead a useful Amish life while developing the ability to function and perform business in the outside world while promoting isolation from the world. The Amish view education as the responsibility of the parents with the sole influence of the church. According to the Amish America, Amish education provides a good foundation in the basic 3 R's, and it emphasizes the high value of work, community service, and obedience to the church. This successfully achieves the goal of preparing Amish kids to become upstanding members of the Amish society while having the skills to do business in the outside world. Also, Amish exemptions. Amish were granted exemption from participation in Social Security in recognition for the fact that Amish communities care for their old and infirm. Amish also considered programs such as Social Security to be insurance programs, which contradict Amish beliefs against participating in commercial insurance. There are cases regarding healthcare and the Amish culture. The measles outbreak in 2014 had the Amish worried for the first time that they were going to get seriously sick. Tons of them in their community lined up to get the vaccinations to prevent the spreading of the outbreak. But the issue they faced was that they had no records of who had the shots before and who didn't. And even if they were getting the shots, they had no idea that they received any. Amish people remain very healthy and therefore don't have many cases where they are in need of the healthcare system. The majority of their cases are due to the lack of vaccines that they will get if they view it necessary. Otherwise, they exempt to get the vaccines due to their religious beliefs. Amish people aren't so narrow-minded in their beliefs, though. They see the need for medical needs when necessary and the proof of vaccines, but will opt to get them if there aren't any breakouts. Let's review best practices. 1. Investments and allocation of resources. In order to treat patients of different cultures, we must first invest our resources in making sure we understand their beliefs. Only then can our hospital plan and allocate accordingly to at least try. and practice medicine and offer quality care while at the same time taking into consideration the cultural beliefs of the patient. We may not be able to make drastic alterations to accommodate the patient's request, but we can at least show them that we are trying and hopefully gaining their trust during the process. The other topic is our approaches to learning about cultural differences. Every patient seeks quality care, but they also want respect. So how exactly can we learn about the Amish culture? We are proposing a different and indifferent approach. If we can gain the trust of the Amish people, then maybe they can teach us their ways. As an institution, it's important that we build awareness of their cultures. Therefore, we have classes and explore their cultural differences and competencies for staff members. We need to develop programs which encourage and bring attention to diversity. Another topic we need to discuss for this training: identify internal resources that would be available for the Amish. Internal resources that would be available to the Amish in a hospital setting include transportation. This is one of the most important things, or one important thing, that they need because they do not drive cars like everyone else. They need to have this available to them for appointments as well as visiting family who may be in the hospital. The accommodations that they may require are to be able to stay overnight with the people that are there. The accommodations also include making sure that the visitation hours are accepted by the hospital, because they cannot just come and go and would prefer to stay with their loved ones. The Amish also only pay with cash, so the hospital should be sure that they are including fee reductions for the services that are needed, because they are getting cash up front for their needed health care. Let's go over organizations that can be available for the Amish. Another topic: organizations that are available. The Amish culture is not a very common culture. For them to have health insurance, which consists of them paying for health care services out of pocket. However, there is an organization that does help the Amish member, which is known as the Amish Hospital Aid, which was established in 1969. Amish Hospital Aid is available to cover certain treatments in which the Amish seek care at their local hospital, which covers surgeries, head injuries, and maternity complications. However, with this assistance, it does have limitations, as it only helps in recovering any major medical costs within a hospital setting, and it doesn't really cover the needs with routine and preventative medical services. I hope this presentation has given you a more understanding of the Amish culture, because the Amish culture is relatively well known, and it is a culture with specific beliefs and customs and religious views that can have a strong impact on the health care and the treatments they choose to receive. Any deviation from the culture's rigorous beliefs can result in being shunned from the entire family. However, if the entire Amish community deems it is a medical necessity to have vaccines or other treatments, the entire community will participate. If it is deemed unnecessary, the Amish will maintain their religious beliefs and continue life and treatment as normal. To adequately accommodate the Amish culture in our hospital, we will be sure to show strength in our cultural competence by providing trainings like these to our employees. Additionally, we will invest in providing efficient transportation for the Amish to take advantage of, as well as provide 24/7 visiting hours and sleeping arrangements for the patient's family. Ensuring our Amish patients are treated as equally as our other patients is our top priority. All of our patients will receive quality care with respect to their cultures. Thank you so much for your time.